Welcome back to Headlines Now, and we start on the Hudson River. A ferry operator named Riverport Water Taxi is looking to start a ferry service running from Kingston to Rhinecliff. On the Kingston side, it would use a dock on Rondout Creek that's owned by the Hudson River Maritime Museum. The company hopes to start weekend service in the middle of next month. The Kingston Police Department is set to receive a $180,000 state grant to help reduce gun violence. Grants are used to fund personnel such as prosecutors and crime analysts, in addition to overtime, equipment, training, and community outreach efforts. Ulster County Community College's plans to expand into a new 8,000 square foot building has hit a snag. A disagreement in lease terms has held up the deal to put a technology lab and 3 classrooms into the former Pier 1 Imports building in the town of Ulster. To New Paltz, where supporters are planning a 9/11 memorial park. It would be located near the fire station on North Putt Corners Road. The memorial would include a piece of steel from the North World Trade Center tower and a burnt and scarred support beam from the promenade. Back to Kingston, where the school district is expanding its free meal program for students in need. The superintendent says about 3,000 students will qualify. Previously, many of those kids were paying a quarter for each meal, but that often proved to be a barrier. A new brewery is heading to Kingston. Great Life Brewing is converting the former Kingston Ice Company building on Clarendon Avenue into a beer-making facility. It plans on selling its craft beer to restaurants and pubs in the Hudson Valley. Also in Kingston, the planning board is seeking to rezone the former Mid-City Lanes building to allow for a proposed 5-story residential and commercial building. The city council and mayor have to sign off before the project can move forward. Kingston is also starting to make preparations for fixing the massive Washington Avenue sinkhole. The city recently holding a public meeting to let people know what's going on. Residents are concerned about the street closures and the construction. It could cost $7 million to fix. Finally, the place where Ulster County parents took their kids for generations could reopen soon. I'm talking about the Catskill Game Farm. The place closed a decade ago due to falling attendance, but a couple bought the property and would like to turn it into an RV park and a petting zoo. That's all the time we have for tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Amy Greene. Tune in next week for another edition of Hudson Valley Week in Review. Good night.